Hey, what's going on, guys? Ethan Netflix Gamer here, and today I got another speculatory video for you guys, and this is obviously a video, basically my opinion on something. So I wanted to talk about it. So basically, for those who don't know, Netflix has obviously rolled out their whole thing. Yeah, they've rolled out their whole plans for for games this year. 40 games supposed to come this year, and they've got 86 games in development for Netflix games. They also not clarifying, but I want to talk about a company that I feel like Netflix should acquire. That not only would it boost their library when it comes to the TV and film offerings, but it also boost their library of obviously stuff they could offer from their games and whatnot. And yeah, so this company is obviously Hasbro. If you don't know what Hasbro is, you've been living under a rock. Hasbro is one of the biggest toy brands in the world. They obviously own stuff like G.I. Joe, Peppa Pig, Transformers, Nerf. There's tons of stuff that well, not Netflix, but Hasbro own. And let me explain something. Right, Hasbro has recently been trying to get into video games, and they've not really had much success. But they have like 4 or 5 game studios. So to me, Hasbro could potentially be a good asset for Netflix to try and acquire. Because likewise, it would obviously increase the game studios offerings that Netflix would have. But it would also offer more IPs for Netflix to use for their TV shows, movies, books, whatever they want to do. Plus, it would also allow Netflix as a whole to obviously expand more outside of just entertainment, because then they could obviously do the whole toy lines. Obviously, toy lines make a lot of money. But then obviously they would also need to try and like rein in some of the IPs such as Transformers, which obviously have rights scattered around all over the place. With obviously Paramount having the rights to make films on Transformers, and Transformers games being kind of all over the place as well, because there have been games for Transformers from many different companies like Outright Games, which isn't a subsidiary of Hasbro. So that's just me. That's just my opinion. Now, whether or not Netflix could afford to buy Hasbro would be another story. Hasbro is obviously worth billions of dollars, so Netflix would have to spend, I would say, about half its cash reserves or more to even entice a deal for Hasbro. And that's the problem. Hasbro is a valuable asset to Netflix, sure, if they'd acquire them, but it would also mean that Netflix needs to spend a lot of money on stuff like toy manufacturing contracts, getting the IPs back, and obviously producing more games. So Hasbro could be a good acquisition on paper, but in execution, it's probably not the best thing for Netflix to try and do. That's even theorizing that that obviously Hasbro would sell, because I do feel like Hasbro is in a position where they are trying to sell themselves to the highest bidder. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think Hasbro is a company that Netflix should try and take over? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, turn on notifications. I've been Ethan Netflix Gamer, and I'm signing out. Peace.